Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Dalise, also known as Stamper Girl. Today I am participating as part of the hashtag KCC12 Pink and Main Collaboration Hub featuring our super sponsor Pink and Main. Our team will be showcasing some of their amazing stamps, dies, and foilables with Kendra's card challenge number 12. Thank you so much to Pink and Main for providing some amazing and super cute products for us. I am guest designing for the video team for Kendra's card challenge this month. I will be using sketch number 5. I really do love it. From Pink and Main, I got the Merry and Bright pattern paper and the stocking stuffers. I love these little guys. But then I thought that the little critters that came in my Pink and Main subscription would be perfect to put inside the stocking too. So that is what I'm going to do. You'll see me do 2 cards, but they're both following sketch number 5. They're both using the same paper, but they're going to be inversed. So I picked this beautiful polka dot paper, and then the back has the most adorable little ornaments with words like joy and love. It's just super cute. I love this paper. If you know me, you know that I love bright colors. If you are new to my channel, people, I love bright colors. I love neons. I love things that just scream happy. So I am making sure that I am following the sizes for my sketch. They are 1.5 wide strips, and then I'm cutting them to a 1.5 square, and then 2 strips that are 1.5 by 2 3/4. And then, yep, that's what we're going to be working on. So I am also cutting my layer where I'm going to put these strips of paper, and I believe they are 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And here I'm like just struggling. My brain is just a little scramble here. So I am having to measure twice because I don't want to have to cut twice. So I have both of my panels ready. I will be using white card base, and this is how this cute sketch looks like. And here I noticed that I did cut it incorrectly. I did say it correctly. It's 3 1/4 by 4 1/4, but I cut it at some other size. So it was too big on one of the sides. So this is how it should be looking. Make sure that if you're using a pattern paper that is directional, that you cut them correctly. I'm using some washi tape to keep these pieces together, and then this I will tape to my panel. And I moved it at the last second, so you'll see me just pull it and have to redo it. But this is, I love the idea of putting a little bit of washi tape to hold all my papers together, because then you don't have to be worried that they're going to be crooked or not. Trimming a little bit of the extra washi. They're ready. Bringing my ATG gun, and I'm going to glue these to my blue panel. This blue panel that I found is the perfect shade of blue. And then you will see me do the same thing. Well, I'll do it off camera and just bring the second panel ready to go. I did cut these strips that are part of the sketch, and you've noticed I have the sketch right here on the top left corner for you to follow along. I did cut my strips a little bit thinner because it was the extra bit that I had cut too big on the panel at the beginning. You could, the thing about this sketch, that you can move that little piece of strip a little bit lower, and that top panels will look wider. I did cut some glitter in cardstock in yellow that I have in my stash in some watercolor paper. I will be stamping my little critters in the watercolor paper, and then we'll be layering on that bright, beautiful glitter paper. I am using the Misty sticky mat, and you'll notice that when I put my stamp, my sticky mat is not too sticky, so I have to wash it to bring the stickiness back. I will be using the kitty from Stocking Stuffers, and of course the stocking, and then from Cute Peekers I'm going to be using the pig. So I am placing my stamp, grabbing it with my Misty, and now I'm going to I was going to grab the pig, but I noticed that the pigs, these animals from the Cute Peekers don't have little hands. So I realized that at that second, and then I'm like, wait, I want to do then the stocking first, because then he's going to be hitting a lot deeper in the stocking since he doesn't have any little hands. So here I'm coming with my stockings, putting it at an angle. And here is where when I pull it back, the whole thing comes. You see how my circle I'm trying, but it's not quite working, so I gotta move it. And then you'll see me bring my bone folder just to burnish it off. I am gonna be using Versa Fine ink in Onyx Black. And I am conditioning my stamps since they are new. I'm bringing a white eraser. First I was using my hands. You can do it either way. And here I'm inking them nice and well, making sure that my Misty sticky mat is all the way to the top corner, giving a good pressure, and bringing my Post-it note tape because I do want to make some masks. So with the leftover ink that is left on my stamps, I'm going to press again, and I have a good enough of a impression to just fussy cut these out. Once they're fussy cut and I put them on top of the images, I am now going to clean my images to put them away, and then I'm going to move the stocking over to where the kitty cat is, and then I'm going to bring the pig to be inside of the stocking, and I am trying to figure out how I'm going to put him. I kind of want him to be like a little bit like sideways, so he kind of is like peeking up and seeing if there's anyone in there, so like he's hiding. And then for my kitty cat, I just want him straight up because I want the most amount of stocking showing into that little circle. So again, I am just conditioning my stamp for the piggy because the other one doesn't need conditioning because I already used it. And I mean, beautiful impressions. I love it. Even though the Cute Peekers, the lines are a little bit thicker than the lines on the stocking stuffers, I think these just go so well together. Putting away my stamps, and then you'll see me put away my masks too. And I keep my masks with my stamps so I don't lose them. The reveal on these are the best part of masking. I just love masking for this same reason. I'm going to put away those masks. I'm going to get some colors. I am bringing two colors on my Vivids, my red and my pink. And then from Jenna K, I'm bringing a gray, a Lucky Clover, that's the only color that I know, and a very bright, almost fluorescent green. And I am putting them on the adorable acrylic cup holder that my friend LV Handcrafted created for me. I love it. Thank you so much. Probably she wasn't thinking that was using it to watercolor, but here we are. I am starting with the pink, and I have watered this down a lot because this pink is bright. This is almost a fluorescent pink, okay? So I am following the colors from the Mary Bright Pink and Main pattern paper. Those colors, again, like I told you, I am in love with this paper pad, so I wanted to follow that color combination, bringing that lucky clover for the rim of my stocking. And then in the bottom part, I will be using my red. And when I put it, I was like, oh, this may not have been the best option because it was so close to the pink. So you'll see me go pretty dark and bright on this red part, which is totally fine because the background of those little ornaments, it is that bright red. So I'm coming back now with to the little kitty, and I'm gonna start with that bright. It's more like an electric fluorescent green, but it really shows as a yellow here in on real life. And then I am going to add again that green on the rim, and these are super light color washes, so it's so much easier to add than to take away. And now I am coming with the gray. This is going to be a gray kitty cat, and I am making that wash light because I don't want all the beautiful expressions and details of that kitty cat to be lost. I will come back with second layers and third layers on my stockings and my little animals, and they're just bringing some shadows and creating some highlights by adding more darkness into the images, but still keeping them pretty close to the colors on the pattern paper. And you'll see me that for the kitty cat, I decide that I want him to have like a little spot on her eye, and I go for it. I decide this is what I want, and I'm gonna make it happen. And I actually am so happy I did because I love it. I think as soon as I add that little bit of darkness into the eye, this kitty cat just came alive. She is so darling. Finishing the little pig and adding a little bit more color to the pig and a little bit more shadows. Here's a close-up look of this little critters. I love how they turn out. Now that I use so little water, they're pretty much dry already. I will be using some Girly Arts glue because I know it's a nice strong glue to glue these into the glitter cardstock. This is real glitter, so it's kind of a little bit painful sometimes to glue stuff onto it. And you'll see that when I turn those around, my black ink, it's still wet, so it's leaving an impression on my silicone mat. I decide to put an acrylic block on top of my little critters to hold the glue and help it to stay in place. I am bringing my cat scrappiness pickup tool. Love this thing. And I am using some cute tiny little red gems because I am just following the sketch. I think the last time I did this sketch, I did not add anything on those sides, and I think it adds so much. It's such a cute, delicate addition. And I think my guys are ready. I am going to bring some foam tape and glue these guys in place. We are almost there, so I am gluing now these cards panels to my card base, which is a white A2 size card base, and I actually love that thick white frame that is adding so much, like it makes the whole card just pop. And I love it because it just follows the same background that those polka dots have. And then I noticed this little piece of leftover paper that I have in my hand. It's 1.5 inches wide, so I'm gonna cut it to I think I end up cutting it 5 and then 3/4 of an inch, and I have 2 strips, so I have 2 cards. I decide to add them in the inside of my card. This is a giveaway hub. It is actually a hashtag giveaway hub. So you can click on the hashtag on the title, hashtag KCC12 Pink and Main, or you can check the description below where I will have a full hub list for you to follow. This giveaway, you can win a digital giveaway prize from Cards by Kendra. When you finish the hub, fill out the form to enter the giveaway by December 16. I love how fast this sketch just gets pulled together. So here's a review with my Pink and Main stocking stuffers, which I received from Pink and Main. The cute pickers, I get them from my subscription. Then the Mary Bright paper was provided by Pink and Main. So thank you so much to our super sponsor. And here are my two Sketch 5 KCC 12. And remember, don't leave your crafting for tomorrow. Start today.